In Zen, koans are questions, stories, or statements meant to prompt you into deep contemplation until all of your thoughts are completely exhausted and your thinking completely stops. The purpose is to bring you into direct experience as it is. So I'll turn it over to you, Nadia. For the remainder of tonight's guided meditation, I'll be guiding you through a series of koans to meditate on. Treat the koans as a mantra. A mantra is the focal point of meditation, usually a word or a phrase that's repeated silently within your mind. The word mantra literally translates to mean a tool to liberate your mind. We'll be using these koans to help us free our mind from the usual stream of thoughts, perceptions, and feelings that consume it. As I present you with questions, don't fixate on finding an intellectual answer, a narrative that you've learned, or even descriptive words. Just contemplate the underlying meaning of the question and the experience it's pointing you to. Keep your mind still by focusing on the koan. If a thought occurs, just let it go and return to the koan. Hold the question in your mind until it burns away all of your thoughts and liberates your mind from all of the conditions that keep it constrained. Allow your mind to become completely free from thought, to gain access to what is present in your experience. Now, I ask that you close your eyes and keep your breath slow and steady. Take a few minutes to meditate on each of these koans. Here's the first koan. What is the world made of as you experience it right now? Before you think, without any conceptual distinctions or descriptions, before any notion of what it is, before your senses tell you what it seems to be. Where is your experience happening? Is there anything outside of it? Where is the line between the world and your experience of the world? Can you find the line? Where is your experience happening? Your awareness is filled with sights, sounds, scents, and sensations. If all of them vanished, along with your thoughts and memories, what remains? Notice every sensation, every thought, every feeling, everything appears in awareness. Have you ever known anything outside awareness? Can you find any experience that doesn't arise in the mind? Notice thoughts, sensations, emotions, objects, all appearing in awareness. But what about awareness itself? Where does it end or begin? Is awareness ever separate from what it knows? Notice that all of these boundaries between self and world, mind and experience, subject and object only appear as thoughts. When the thought of these separations fades, what remains? Are these divisions real? Now, let all of these questions fall away. Abide in the stillness of the mind. As sounds, thoughts, or sensations return, don't cling or reject. Let everything appear and disappear in its own rhythm. Notice that awareness never changes. The stillness and movement together are one, inseparable from awareness. When there's no more seeking and nothing to seek, what remains? Everything we just did, the breathing, the sound, the meditation, the koans, and even the silences between the words are meant to open a doorway into a direct experience. A direct experience where our thoughts are not separating us from our experience. This direct experience is the heart of Zen. The methods are just a means to an end. They're like medicine prescribed for an illness. Once you abide in your experience as it is, there's no need to cling to the medicine or any particular method. The koans, the meditation, and the teachings don't give you enlightenment. They show you the limits of knowledge and practice, pointing you beyond to your own insight. I spent 16 years living with my teacher in his temple, listening to his teachings and practicing sitting and moving meditation. Sitting meditation is what we practice today, but moving meditation is equally and maybe even more important. Moving meditation means treating everything you do as a meditation by fully engaging with whatever you're doing and completely giving it your full attention without letting your mind wander in a way that divides you from your experience. My main form of moving meditation practice has been martial arts, but it really could be anything you do. From an artistic practice, going for a walk, playing music, to giving your full attention to washing your dishes or having a conversation. I find it helpful to practice moving meditation by doing something that you enjoy doing that demands your attention. Over time, the practices of sitting and moving meditation allow you to deepen your engagement with your experience in every moment as it is, in a way that penetrates through the delusions of thought. You'll always have thoughts, feelings, and emotions, but the difference is if you are fully engaged with what is happening, you won't suffer from their delusive nature. By seeing things as they are, you can engage seamlessly with whatever conditions arise. This leads you to direct insight about what is happening, the wisdom of how to respond, and equanimity in your mind no matter what happens. This is the essence of Zen. If you follow this path, it leads you to liberation from suffering and the joy and peace that accompany that. In this holiday season and going forward into the new year, I hope you all can find joy and peace in your life.